Playoffs. Playoffs? You kidding me? It's time. It's time. Let's start in the NFC. Let's start in the NFC. The NFC playoff picture. It was decided. The number one seed was decided on Saturday between the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers in a defensive slugfest. I had Pro Bowl cornerback Tariq Woolen on the set on Thursday, and he talked about the matchup, the mindset, about what they were expecting to do and looking forward to doing. And I can say from our conversation Thursday to watching the game Saturday, they executed. They executed the plan beautifully. Tariq Woolen and the rest of the defense were spot on the game plan and the keys to victory. The 49ers was the hottest offense in the league. Was the hottest offense in the league to end the season for several weeks before they ran into the Seattle Seahawks and were shut down, like literally 13-3. Christian McCaffrey couldn't get much going. Brock Purdy couldn't get much going. And Seattle locks up the one seed, and now everybody got to go to the Pacific Northwest and deal with that defense and the 12th man. The Seahawks get the bye week this week, so they get the chance to sit back and watch the field. And we have one question when it comes to the Seahawks, because now that they have the one seed, in my opinion, they become the favorite. I'm still really high on the Rams. I still think the Rams are the one team that can go to Seattle, get the win, and go to the Super Bowl. But I'll get to the Rams matchup here in a second. But I think the Rams are the one team in the NFC that can do that can get that done. But for the Seahawks, they're primed. They're in a great position to go to the big dance. The one question: can Sam Darnold get it done? Time and time again, he did it Saturday. They only scored 13 points as a team, as an offense. So how much was Sam able to execute? And Kenneth Walker had a big day. Kenneth Walker is special. Seahawks need to stop playing with that man and give him the ball more. Simple. That can fix a lot of the offense issues. He's different. Charbonnet's good. Kenneth Walker is special. He's different. That's just my take. But can Sam Darnold win the big ones consistently? Can he put the team on his arm and win the big ones? When other teams, when the Rams come in town and that offense on the other side is explosive and your defense is giving up points, Sam Darnold, what you've done. We saw you do it. You guys split with the Rams 1-1. Can he get it done and get them guys to the big dance? But Seahawks have the bye week, so let's go seed 2. Chicago Bears. For the third time this year, they're facing the Green Bay Packers. Chicago Bears finished the season at 11-6 after a loss to the Detroit Lions, which sucked. It was not the way that you want to end the season. They battled back, tied the game up. The Lions execute a great 4-minute offense, go kick the field goal to win the game. But the thing about the Bears, and the Bears are very dangerous to me. They're very dangerous, a very dangerous team to face, because we've seen them beat down time and time again, but they are never out of any game. The way that their defense can create turnovers and get momentum and start to shut teams down in stretches, and the way that the offense can string together points like fast, the Bears are very, very dangerous to me. They're a very dangerous team to face in the playoffs. If Rome Odunze can get back and be healthy, with the emergence of Luther Burden, with the emergence of Loveland, with the run game, that the way it is, there's nothing that tells me why the Bears can't get past the Green Bay Packers and move on to the winner between the Panthers and Rams, I believe. Well, we'll see. But the Bears are dangerous to me. The Green Bay Packers, they finished the season at 9-7-1. Jordan Love has been out with the concussion, coming back from the concussion, so he's healthy. But I want to see the Packers have just been so inconsistent. Like, That's been a thing all year for the Packers. They've been really inconsistent, losing to bad teams, beat some really good teams, but then it's been all over the place. We've seen them beat the Bears, so they split with the Bears in the regular season. So this is not out of the question for them to go into Chicago and get an upset. But I have the Chicago Bears winning this game. I have the Bears winning this game. I think it'll be a great test and show from Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. I think the offense really, really gets it going. And Cool Sports rhymes. Micah Parsons being hurt. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I really wouldn't have the same feel for this game if Micah wasn't hurt. But the fact that he's not out there, I think the Bears get it done. In a close one against Green Bay, a division rival. It's the third time playing each other, so they know exactly who each other really are. But I got the Bears winning this game and advancing. The next game in the NFC, we got the 3 seed Philadelphia Eagles at 11-6 versus the San Francisco 49ers, 6 seed at 12-5. This is one of them ones. It's a heavyweight bout. It's a big fight, big deal. One question, is Trent Williams going to be back? Will Trent be back for this game? Because that's significant. Trent is able to create extra yards, extra space, extra plays, extra time for Brock Purdy. Like, you can't recreate what Trent Williams does to their offense. You just can't do it. And they've still been able to, outside of the Seattle game, they've still been able to produce when times that Trent has been out. But when you're going against the elites and some of the best defenses in the world, you need some of the best players in the world. And Trent is all-world left tackle. He's been that way for many, many years at this point. I think the 49ers miss his absence. They miss his absence. The Eagles, I don't feel great about the Eagles because of inconsistency offensively. At times it has been painful to watch. And it's been such a mystery when you think about all the names that they got over there and that they are the defending Super Bowl champions. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson, Jordan Love, like the names that they have on this offense, to see them go on stretches where they can't get a first down, where they can't get a field goal for quarters and a half, and it's puzzling. But they're sitting here at the 3 seed, so they got a home game. They are the defending champions, so they know how to get this done. They know what it takes to get to the big dance and win it all. With all things considered, I got the Eagles. And I don't necessarily know how. I think now that we have entered the playoffs, they find a way to get that run game going. They find a way to scheme up some plays to get Saquon Barkley in space. The O-line, if Lane Johnson can get back in the lineup, get healthy, they can start moving people. The 49ers defense play physical, they play fast, but they are missing their best players. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, like, they've overcome a lot, but you get to this time of year, great players make great plays. And that's just something that they're truly missing at this point of the season. I think this will be a dogfight for sure, but I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles moving on. Lastly, in the NFC, the wildcard weekend division winner of the NFC South, Carolina Panthers, at 8-9 against the Rams at 12-5. The Panthers beat the Rams in the season, which really created this whole playoff scenario for the Panthers. Like, this game, this Panthers-Rams game, that win they got against L.A. at that time really put them into the race for NFC South, because the Bucs had it well under control, had the division in their hands, but that winning against the Rams really put them in position to win a division, which they are now. Here, sitting at the 4th seed. The Rams hadn't looked well these past several couple games. second half of the season, really. Honestly, second half of the season, the Rams have been pretty up and down. They've lost some tough games, some close games. But I think the Rams are going to whoop the Panthers' ass this weekend. I really do. Because what the Panthers did to the Rams, they took the number 1 seed from them. They really disrupted their season. Like, that loss to the Panthers changed everything for the Rams. They're supposed to be on a bye week right now, and losing that game unraveled the whole season and allowed the Seahawks to sneak in and for the Seahawks and 49ers to battle for the 1 seed. Because of that loss, the Rams are not letting that go. They're not forgetting that. They're going to come out and try to smash the Panthers. And honestly, I think they do so. I think Matt Stafford, he has had an MVP season. I don't think he wins the MVP. I think that'll go to Drake May. But he's had an MVP season. He's been great, been incredible all year. Puka Nacua. But getting Devontae Adams back, that's the ultimate security blanket. That's the ultimate, I need a first down, let me go to him. I need a touchdown, let me go to him. Like, you can't misplace that value. It is significant. So having him back amongst that offense, and as special as they have been, even in his absence, having him on that team just really makes that offense is so much pick your poison. So I think just offensively, the Rams run away with this game. So that's wild card weekend in the NFC and how that NFC playoff picture goes. I'll move over to the AFC. So see where we are on time. Move over to the AFC. The Denver Broncos, the Fighting Sean Paytons, wrap up the number 1 seed with a 14-3 record. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Broncos. As much flack as they've gotten all year, as much talk as they've gotten about they can't do this, they're not that good, they're not. You go 14-3 in the NFL, you are great. You're a great team. To win that many games, close games, it don't matter. You win that many football games, you are a great team. And they are. The Denver Broncos are a great team. They sat at the 1 seed most of the season, and they kept it. And everybody was gunning for them, and they kept it. This outside of the loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who we'll talk about them next. We'll talk about them soon. They had been stellar. They won every type of game, from high scoring to low scoring, to comeback wins, to blowouts. They've won every type of game. So they're battle tested. They're experienced. They're ready. Shout out to the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton to have those guys ready for sure coming out of that bye week. The number 2 seed, which finished with the same record as the Broncos, the New England Patriots, 14-3. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Patriots. I don't like you, but shout out to you. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. I do like you, Mike. You the man. You're fire at what you do. You are sure about the type of team that you want and what you type of energy that you want, the players that you want to bring into the locker room and the culture that you want to have. You are sure about it, and job well done. And I believe you will win Coach of the Year. Great year, great season. You do a fine job, Mike Vrabel. But the New England Patriots, this is an interesting one for me. The 2 seed Patriots go against the 7 seed Los Angeles Chargers, who are 11-6. This is an interesting game to me. The Chargers have beaten some really good teams. Not many, but they have. And the thing about the Chargers, they are in every game. And Harbaugh. Like, coaching matters, man. Coaching matters. And as great of a job as Mike Vrabel has done and will continue to do. Harbaugh is proven as well. He is proven. He knows how to create a game plan and get his players to go out and execute at a very high level. At a very high level, on multiple levels. College, pros, he's done it. So this is an interesting game for sure. Drake May, he's making his debut. He should be the winner of the MVP. He's only 23 years old. He's making his first playoff appearance. Brady was 24 when he made his first one. Justin Herbert is 0-2 in the playoffs. 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. What we've seen him do throughout the year, we have no choice but to give him grace. No choice but to reset his playoff record. Justin Herbert, you are 0-0 in the playoffs right now. What you've done to carry this team and this injury-riddled roster, missing all pro tackles, missing receivers and running backs and people coming back and going. Everything that the Chargers roster been through and the team been through this year, for Justin Herbert to have them in this position to win 11 games, yeah, they are the 7th seed, but they're 11-6. That's a good football team. We got to give him grace for his playoff woes that we've seen. Let's judge him from what we see this weekend. Let's judge Justin Herbert from what we see this weekend. The way he's carried, can he continue to do so in the playoffs against a formidable opponent, the New England Patriots? With all that being said, this is a tough one for me. To me, this may be, this one and the next one is the toughest pick of the weekend. But I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think Drake May makes the plays, necessarily get it done. I think that Justin Herbert will have the Chargers in it. The defense is very, very underrated. Chargers defense very, very underrated for sure. But I think the Patriots will make the necessary plays to get it done. If an upset happens here, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't anticipate it. I think the Patriots are playing at a very, very high level. Their confidence is through the roof. The momentum is through the roof. So I think they get it done. But an upset here from the Chargers, I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe. I wouldn't be too surprised. But I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots to move on. This next matchup, the 3 seed Jacksonville Jaguars at 13-4 against the 6 seed Buffalo Bills. Ooh. Yo, Jacksonville has fought tooth and nail all season. They are 13-4. They had the big showdown against the Denver Broncos, and people were saying everything about the Jaguars. They haven't beat any good teams. They're overrated, X, Y, and Z. They smacked the Broncos. BTA. Whooped the Broncos up and down the field. They did. So they answered a lot of narratives. They stormed back. They win the division, take the division from the Colts and the Texans, and they did it. Your reward for your spectacular season, Jacksonville Jaguars, is none other than Josh Allen. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Jaguars. You are gifted Josh Allen for Wild Card Weekend. Good luck. I've seen Josh Allen up close and personal. I've seen his execution in the playoffs. I've seen him make plays when there's nothing there. If the Jacksonville Jaguars want to answer any questions, want to stop any narratives, this is your golden opportunity. This is your window. The Buffalo Bills were considered by many at various points of the year the favorite. We talk about Josh Allen as the MVP, winning MVP last year. He was having an MVP season at various times this year as well. We've seen him have spectacular performances, rushing, passing. Just the one knock on Josh Allen in his career couldn't be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is not in these playoffs. The one knock in Josh Allen's career, I'll say that again. The one knock in Josh Allen's career is he cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. He can't beat him in the playoffs. That's been his one knock. Patrick Mahomes is not in his playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs were knocked out in week 14. He doesn't have the boogeyman in this tournament. He's not here. He's faced with Jacksonville Jaguars, 13-4. Trevor Lawrence, hair flowing in the wind, is balling. He's balling, dog. He's leading them in a way that we've all wanted to see from Trevor Lawrence. We've all anticipated this style of play and this level of play from Trevor Lawrence. Is here now. Jaguars are on an 8-game win streak. Their reward for their 8-game win streak is Josh Allen, is the defending MVP. I can't wait for this one. I cannot. This game, this is game of the week to me. This is game of the week to me. Jaguars, Bills, game of the week. Listen. The hard part for Josh Allen is the weapons. You know, they talk about the way. Does he have enough weapons? He has enough. He's done it. He's done it. We're not making excuses. He played with who was on the team. They got the guys. Brandon Cooks coming over was a great acquisition. Great mid-season move by the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Cooks is fire, still consistent. The O-line is fire, and then you got James Cook. So you got weapons. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that he don't know. No. F that. We're not going for it. Game of the week, Jaguars, Bills. Can't wait to see this one. It's going to be fire. Who you taking, T. Stead? Oh, man, you going to put me on the spot like that? Whew. I don't know. All right, I know. I'm going Jags. I'm going Jacksonville Jaguars, people. I think the Jags, with the momentum, with the confidence, with their own big, tall, strong quarterback, I think they get it done. I think Trevor Lawrence is here to establish himself as one of the guys. I think he's going to establish himself as one of the guys, one of the quarterbacks that you guys need to consider when you're talking about the best, when you're talking about the winners, when you start to mention those names. Trevor Lawrence is like, all right, I'm here now. I think they get it done. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars get it done. They get the W, knock off the Bills. The Bills' defense has been shaky. It has been. We've seen them at times turn it on and look like the Bills of old, but we've also seen them get lit up. Run game, not being able to stop the run, and Jacksonville got ETN. He's fire. So I got the Jags. I think the Jags will pull it off. I'm not exactly sure score, anything like that, but I'm going Jacksonville. I am. All right, got one more game left in the playoff picture. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the members, those of the Quick Set. Let's keep stacking. Let's keep growing. Working on a lot. I promise, working on a lot of cool opportunities, shows, sit-downs with some of your favorites, active, retired. The season is over now, so the access to players has grown. Now I got guys that it's a lot easier to get on the schedule, and we can sit down and have conversations. So be on the lookout for many, many more of your favorites from multiple teams to sit down and talk with your boy on here on the set. All right, to round out and wrap up Wild Card Weekend, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans. The Steelers get the 4 seed after the win last night against the Baltimore Ravens. Very, very dramatic close to this division. But Pittsburgh is interesting. Pittsburgh is interesting. Some people say that neither one of those teams deserve to be in the playoffs. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Just ugly years from both. Uncharacteristic moments from both organizations. The Ravens they did what they needed to do to get in position to win. They didn't win. It didn't happen. Missed the field goal. Pittsburgh, boom, they get the ticket. It's been like a roller coaster season for the Steelers. At times, we've seen them look like a threat. We've seen Aaron Rodgers execute, put up points. We've seen the run game get going. We've seen the defense look like a Steelers defense where the pass rush is active. TJ Watt is back. And then we've also seen them look unrecognizable. This is not a Mike Tomlin-led Steelers team. We've seen that all in the same season. So we've been on a roller coaster with the black and yellow. The reason that they are a threat is because when they have been on their game, they've looked dominant and dangerous. When Aaron Rodgers is moving in the pocket and he's making big plays down the field, and the run game is active, and then on defense they're blitzing Jalen Ramsey, and TJ Watt is able to, and Cam Hayward is able to get pressure, and they're running around hitting people like we've known the Steelers to do. They look dangerous. Now we talk about the Texans. That defense is special. The defense is elite. Best defense in the NFL, Houston Texans. Now, the question for them, and that defense comes with no question. They are fire. All three levels. D-line, linebackers, secondary. Fire. Offensively, roller coaster. Question marks. Can the offense create enough points to win this game? This is a close one to me because I think the Texans are better. I think the Texans are a better team. I think they should move on. They should win. They should. I do believe so. I think the Texans are a better football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers have a lot of veterans over there that know how to win. That knows how to win. Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl champ. Jalen Ramsey, Super Bowl champ. Cam Hayward, All-Pro. TJ Watt, All-Pro. They just have a lot of guys. Patrick Queen, All-Pro. They have a lot of guys that just know how to win a game. And the Texans' offense have been it's been so inconsistent. Man, I don't. This one's close to. This one's close to. It's tough to call. It's tough to call. I think the Texans get this done because the defense smothers the Pittsburgh offense. And I know Aaron Rodgers, he finds ways to exploit a defense. He can read coverages. He can. I know he can and has done it. I think this Texans defense is elite. It's special. And they smother the Pittsburgh offense. The way that the Browns did a couple weeks ago when Myles Garrett was chasing the record, they smothered the Steelers offense. I think the Texans get that done as well. And a low-scoring game between these two. I got this one 13-10, Texans. Texans move on. then that would wrap up Wild Card Weekend. It's a lot of great matchups, a lot of great bouts to be talked about. On the AFC side, with my predictions and my picks, the next round, the divisional round, would be the Broncos, the number 1 seed Broncos versus number 5 Houston Texans. The number 2 Patriots versus number 3 Jacksonville Jaguars. That's on the AFC side. On the NFC side, it would be the number 1 seed Seattle Seahawks, round 3, having their round 3 matchup against the number 5 seed LA Rams. And then the number 2 seed Chicago Bears versus the number 3 seed Philadelphia Eagles. That's how I see the division round lining up. I feel strongly I'll go undefeated this weekend. I feel strongly about my predictions, my picks.